Welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry you didn't get to see me shuffle. There was an issue with recording, but that's okay. We're going to start from here. Y'all know the drill. We're going to first look at what is happening here with our, this deck is called the Woodland Wardens Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. I did a review on this. You can find it on my YouTube channel. And for this is the cat and the lavender, and this is talking about independence, you see? Well, cats, if you've ever had a cat, they are very independent creatures. And they can go hunt, they can, they still have that part in them to do that. So if they had to, they could take care of themselves in the wild. And they really rely on themselves. They're very independent, like I said, but they rely on their own instincts. They rely on their own intuition. And they don't need validation from those that are, have nothing to do with their life, those that are outside of them. And if we are looking for validation for, from outside of us, this card is telling us that we need to go inward a little bit, and we need to start learning how to trust our own instincts, to trust our own feelings, and to listen to our intuition. The independence part is really big here because this is about being self-sufficient and about being able to take care of yourself. And this is very important, very important. You need to learn how to take care of yourself and not be so reliant or codependent upon others to do that. That goes in, that is about your individual self as well. Not only just in relationships or being codependent upon someone else. This is talking about your individual life as well. So let's go on with the reading and let's find out. So we have Inanna. That is our divine wisdom, divine feminine wisdom here. Inanna is the queen of heaven and earth. It says, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Well, that is Inanna. She really did. She accepted. She was love and war. But to know the full story of Inanna and what took place in those Sumerian times, she was very independent. She stood on her own feet. And it was Enheduanna that's also in this deck that was her priestess. And that is very important because it was her priestess who was the first writer of that time. This is dating back to Sumerian times when the cuneiform writing was coming about. So she was the first one, excuse me, that wrote a book about Inanna. And if you get a chance, one of the books that's really good to look is called Inanna, Lady of the Largest Heart. I'm sorry, I had to look at my book to read it. But Inanna, Lady of the Largest Heart, that will tell you a lot about that and how Inanna was looked upon. And that says of heaven and earth. And this is about, when we think about as above, so below, as within, so without, we can see that on the surface, but let's look deeper. Because remember, we can't just stop at the surface at looking at things. We have to look deeper and look to its roots, because that's how we know that the circle may look like a flat circle to us as we're looking on it, but if we tilt it to the side, we see that it's a spiral. So I see and accept all that I am. This goes hand in hand with the independence card of the cat and the lavender, about being independent and not looking for not looking for gratification from others, or I should say validation from others. Um, and not depending on other people to give you that self-esteem. Stop comparing yourself to others. I know that's easier said than done, especially if you're a younger person and you're going through puberty and you're trying to figure out who you are and all of these different people, and I get it. I've been there. That's the one thing that I can say. I have been there. But being your own individual person is so unique and is so special. It says she has nothing to hide. All right, so let's go on. And I'm just going to flip all of these cards over because, oh, these are really nice. All right, so we're starting off in our past with the Ten of Pentacles. It seems that we have received something that we have worked for, something that is going to be able to last for a little bit, because this is having, that the nice home. I'll bring it up here if you can see the nice home, the well-manufactured yard, and you have the couple here, the grandfather with the baby, passing on. Looks like he's passing on some magic there. And we have the loyal companion here. So this is a card in our past saying that, yeah, we have completed something that was not exactly easy, but we did. We completed it. We got through it. And now we find ourselves in the High Priestess. Now, she also has a black cat on her card right there. And these roses come from the Magician card. And if you'll see, she has the moon at her feet. And she's holding the scrolls here. So this is the black pillar and this is the white pillar. She sits in the middle of this. Okay? So this is a gateway. And from this is saying that, yeah, we are in the present and we have reached a level of attainment, but there's something else that we're not seeing, because this is the dark side of the moon. Here we have the cat as well, the black cat as well, is about independence. But here we're seeing also that there is something missing. Two here is, this is working together. This is, two is about cooperation. It is about companionship. It is about working with another. But here, this is a spiritual type work. Now, in the regular tarot, the blueness here, it goes into, it represents the water that appears throughout the whole entire deck. And that is the all or nothing, that energy that flows in in our world. That's that energy. And when I say all or nothing, is because it feeds, this is the energy that feeds the rest of the deck. So in saying that it's neither good nor bad, it is what it is. But she's saying that, for this to be in our present, we have gotten to a place where we have worked ourselves to a certain level. We do have some knowledge. We are working at following our passions. We are balancing our energies. We're doing our best to do so. But there's something that we may be missing. Excuse me. There's something that may not be clear yet. And the High Priestess, it brings us to knowing and not knowing all at the same time. And that's hard to explain, but we're going to go on so we can tie all of this in. So we have the future here, which is the King of Pentacles. So this is bringing you to this is material here, the Pentacles. This is material. So you're coming to a place to where, you know, you're watching your money. You have you're in a good place. You're really taking care of what you value. You're really on top of that you value, of that you are in, the field that you are in. He's on stone. He's got both of his feet on the ground here. And that is important because he's grounded. And this is, you know, this is a very earthy card anyway. The grapes here, you have the grapes. This is a card of someone who is very business savvy, who has worked hard from where they are. He is a generous man. But this is a kind of energy as well. We don't have to really say it's a person. It can be a type of energy. So the High Priestess here, she's tapping into something that is maybe unknown to others. At the time, it may be something very like a niche, and it's going to bring it into something that's going to be very, very powerful. So, oh yeah. And then we have the moon, and this is our obstacles, the moon. You know, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so please make sure that you are having clarity. There is something missing. She's having to, this is supposed to be Hecate, and she's taking you through the darkness. She's leading you to the light. She's helping you see her keys, the 3 keys. So the moon tells us that, you know, and this is really important too, these two together. These are major arcana cards. And remember, major arcana cards are about, it's kind of like fate. It's something that has to be done. It's something that you are going to go through. It's like a gateway for you. So whereas the regular court cards can be, we can work with these to change, but these are an energy that's there and needs to be dealt with. So with the High Priestess, where she has the moon, and then we have Hecate, which is, she has the moon as well, but it is a waning moon. So this is saying that there's more information that's going to come out to you. There's more information that's going to be brought to you that may change the way you see things. Because then we have the Tower here that is in the placement of what is helping you, what is your dreams. Well, you don't want the same-o. And this is telling you that you're not going to be able, you're being offered a new direction, okay? This is something where you're taking a new direction in your life. So you may not be able to work with the same people that you worked with in the past, because you're going to have to build this different. This lightning bolt here, he's blowing the crown off the top. So this means that something is, you know, cracking your head open, so to speak. It's giving you a blow to your ego. It's showing you that, you know what, this that you were doing, you may have thought that it worked, but it did not work. You need to build back better. It's a revelation. This lightning jolt, and when I say it blows the head off, it's enlightening you. It's bringing you a revelation that you're to see. And there's could be some people that you're not going to be going forward with in this. So then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is the end. So we are working on something. We are learning. The 8 of Pentacles, I'm going I'll show you. Let me show you up close. She's burning the midnight oil here, so to speak. She has the skull here that represents knowledge, that represents that eternal knowledge, okay? And then we have a book here. She's studying. She's got her light going, and she's polishing this pentacle. She has her friend here that's helping her, but she's polishing it. She's brushing up. See all of these lined up? She's already done that. So she is working and perfecting her skill, polishing up on it. She's making sure she's taking care of things so that, you know, they will be nice and shiny and pretty, that sort of thing. And now let's look at the bottom of card of the deck, and it is the Four of Wands. So this is about a celebration. This is a homecoming. Here, the four are the building blocks. That's the building blocks of our world. That's stability. And the girls are wearing the colors of the elements. You have earth, air, fire, and water. And this is the underlying energy. So you're wanting to it's a celebration of something that you have built, something stable that you have built. And it shows right here. It shows that something that you have worked on that has come to completion. And now you have got this knowledge, and you're learning how to work with these energies in order to create something different, in order to do something better, to move on. This is the gateway. And then we have this right here where we are doing really good. We know what we value. We're keeping an eye on what we value. We're sharing. We're being gracious. But there's something that we're missing here. And we're going to find that out. So I think this is going in the line of the astrology, where in the revelation that's coming, there's going to be a big revelation that we're going to have. And it's, you know, when I say big revelation, it's not going to be like something that's going to be crazy explosive, although for some people it might be, because we do have that lightning bolt there. But this is saying basically that, you know, you're going to have a revelation that's going to have you to brush up on your skills, so to speak, in your gifts. And when I say gifts and skills, this is a lot of stuff. And you know, that is a plethora of different stuff. So yeah, this reading is about really looking inward and trusting your own ability, your own your intuition, your not to be codependent upon another. Stand up tall for who you are, and acknowledge, you know, love yourself. Love yourself. Stop looking outside of yourself for validation. Stop that. Stop comparing yourself. I mean, I like watching the influencers and things like that, and I like watching all of the different stuff, but I am not that person. And you're not that person either. And they're not you either. You know, we're all unique, and that's what we have to understand. It's not about conforming. It's not about, you know, changing ourselves in order to fit in. That's just not it at all. It's about being uniquely you and finding your own hidden talents. And this could be it as well. You know, what you have been working on, it could have uncovered a hidden talent that you did not really, you know, understand that was, oh, this is a talent. Oh, okay. People like this, you know, or maybe you're not even doing that for others. But I do feel that what you're doing is going to be more in the material. So it's going to be able to support you in a material way. And it's going to be able to help you with your foundation and helping you maintain a stable foundation. But you're going to have to listen to your intuition here. And it's going to be this transition that you're going through. It's going to be a little hard. But You have great support here. You have Inanna herself in this. You have Hecate in this. You have a high priestess in this that is supporting your time through the tower. So that is very powerful. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope that it, take what, this is a general reading, so take what you need, leave what you don't. Just know that, yeah, I do see some changes coming, and I see like more of going inward and being more dependent upon ourselves. So this is bringing something out that's inward. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will be putting up a new moon reading on YouTube and Rumble for the Aries full moon, I should say. Not a new moon, but a full moon reading. And that is for that Aries full moon. So, wish you all a wonderful week. Merry part until we meet again.